So I hope you will enjoy this lighthearted story about what I consider to be a very serious topic, which is alignment with spirit. So each of us has an opportunity at every moment of the day to be connecting with spirit. I think of it as a kind of dance floor that we get on, and we invite spirit to work with us, and spirit is always there, like the best dance partner. So it's always us who kind of deny that relationship. So this is kind of lighthearted and I think a funny story, but to me, so affirming. So of course it's yet another synchronicity, my favorite topic. Um, so I was on my way to a one-day workshop a few months ago, and just as I was about to walk into the workshop, I got a phone call from my youngest daughter. Now, she's the youngest of my 5 children, so even though she's grown up now at age 25, I think of her as my baby, kind of. Of course, they're all my babies, but you know what I mean. So she said to me, Mom, I got to work and I don't have any socks. And she said, all I have are my sneakers. Now, she has a pretty physical job. And she said, I really need my socks because my feet are going to be really uncomfortable all day. And I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do. I mean, not that I would have actually brought her socks to her job, but, you know, she said, can you bring me some socks? And I was like, well, no, I can't. I'm walking into a workshop for the whole day. And she's like, oh God, all right, whatever. So I go to my workshop for the whole day. But the whole day, what am I thinking about? Am I thinking about the workshop? Yes, but I'm thinking about socks, and I'm thinking about how her feet must be very sweaty and uncomfortable in those sneakers. And the whole day. So anyway, I come out of the workshop, and the workshop is actually about synchronicity and about the idea that human beings live in time, but that spirit works in space. And it's an interesting concept because we have to see things linearly, but spirit can really work in very different ways. So as I come out of the workshop, I walk a couple of blocks, and then I call her on the phone and I say, oh, hi. Are you okay? Are your poor feet okay without any socks? And at that moment, I looked down at the ground. I was standing at a red light, and the entire sidewalk is piled with socks. Every kind of sock you can imagine. White socks, red socks, blue socks, striped socks, thick socks, thin socks, just in a great big pile around me. And I turned on my FaceTime so I could show her. And I said, here are your socks. They appeared a little bit late, but here they are. So I thought that was a funny story. And then it just went on and on. I've had so many sock stories since then, but I won't tell you any of them right now. So I think, what is the message? I think that was a little bit of a wink from Source to me and to her. But it's kind of the way things work. We get what we ask for, just not always in the form we think. And in case you're wondering, her feet were fine all day. She completely forgot about it. And she said, why did you think about my feet all day? I was fine. Oy vey, being a mother. All right. I hope you all have a good day. And thanks for listening as always. Bye.